Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijanamal Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Mudire Nasha Prayasha Vadareshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna. Rishaya Uchuhu Ananvitam Te Bhagavan Vichestitam Yadatmana Charasihi Karmana Jase Vibhute Yata Upashedurishwarim Namanyate Swayam Anuvratatim Bhavan. Rishaya Uchuhu Ananvitam te bhagavan vichestitam. Yadatmana charasi hi karmana jase. Vibhute yat upase. Vibhute yat upase durishwarim. Namanyate swayam anuvratatim bhavan. Rishaya uchuhu. Ananvitam te bhagavan vichestitam. Ananvitam te bhagavan vichestitam. Yadatmana charasi hi karmana jase. Vibhute yat upase durishwarim. Vibhute yat upase durishwarim. Namanyate swayam anuvartatim bhavan. Namanyate swayam anuvartatim bhavan. Rishaya uchuhu. Ananvitam te bhagavan vichestitam. Yadatmana charasi hi karmana jase. Vibhute yat upase duririshwari. Namanyate swayam anuvartatim bhavan. Rishayaha, the sages. Uchuhu, pray. Ananvitam, wonderful. Te, your. Bhagavan, O possessor of all opulences. Vichestitam, activities. Ya, which. Atmana, by your potencies. Charasi, you execute. He, certainly. Karma, to such activity. Na ajyase, you are not attached. Vibhute, for her mercy. Tataha, from whom? Upasheduhu, worship. Ishwarim, Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. Namanyate, are not attached. Swayam, yourself. Anuvartati, to your obedient servants. Lakshmi, Bhavan, the Lordship. The sages prayed, Dear Lord, your activities are most wonderful, and although you do everything by your different potencies, you are not at all attached to such activities. You are not even attached to the goddess of fortune who is worshipped by the great demigods like Brahma who pray to achieve her mercy. The sages prayed, Dear Lord, your activities are most wonderful, and although you do everything by your different potencies, you are not at all attached to such activities. You are not even attached to the goddess of fortune, who is worshipped by the great demigods like Brahma, who pray to achieve our mercy. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by Sri Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the Lord has no desire to achieve any result from his wonderful activities, nor he has any need to perform them. But still, in order to give an example to people in general, he sometimes acts, and those activities are very wonderful. He is not attached to anything. Namam karmani limpanti. Although he acts very wonderfully, he is not at all attached to anything. Bhagavad Gita 4.14. He is self-sufficient. The example is given here that the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, is always engaged in the service of the Lord, but still he is not attached to her. Even great demigods like Brahma worship the goddess of fortune in order to win her favor, but although the Lord is worshipped by many hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune, he is not at all attached to any one of them. This distinction concerning the exalted transcendental position of the Lord is specifically mentioned by the great sages. He is not like the ordinary living entity who is attached to the results of pious activities. Hare Krishna.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashad Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Rishaya Uchuhu Ananvitam Te Bhagavan Vichestitam Yadatmacharasihi Karmana Jase Vibhute Yad Upasedurishwarim Namanyate Swam Anuvartatim Bhavan. The sages pray, dear Lord, your activities are most wonderful, and although you do everything by your different potencies, you are not at all attached to such activity. You are not even attached to the goddess of fortune, who is worshipped by the great demigods like Brahma, who pray to achieve her mercy. Hare Krishna. So I hope the audio is fine. Okay, good. So today's topic is attachment. Whole Bhagavad Gita was spoken to make Arjuna detach from his family members. Too much attachment. Why are we attached? Analyze. We as devotees know we should be attached to Krishna. But still we see within our heart there is strong attachment to the family members, to friends, to well-wishers. We're very attached to them. And we are not attached to Krishna. Actually, advancement in spiritual life means how much you got attached to Krishna. And disqualification in spiritual life is too much attachment to family and other things. So why do we develop attachment? Attachment is developed because we are all in insecurity in this world. All of us, correct? We may fall sick, or we may become bankrupt financially or health-wise. In so many ways we have difficulty. And we feel the family members will protect us. Our wealth will protect us. Our health will protect us. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, what? Or Bhaja Hure Mana Shloka. Ye dhana yauvana putra parijana ite ke ache parititire. What's the point? How are you sure your money, your health, yavana, and your relatives will protect you? We generally see as the people become very elderly, they become very attached, husband, wife, to each other. They keep glorifying each other. Because their sense of attachment increases. Because one is security for another, one is security out of necessity. You become very attached. So, what's wrong, Where is Krishna in this whole thing? That is what is wrong. So, attachment to develop to Krishna, like Arjuna doesn't want to fight the war because he plays a role of a man attached. How can I raise my weapons against my grandfather? That is attachment. How can I fight with my own relatives? Attachment. And Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to detach us. Attachment is to Krishna. Therefore, devotee's heart becomes very deep and grave because acting out of attachment to Krishna. It's difficult to understand what if somebody is doing for a normal man. Because devotee understands that my health, my wealth, my relatives cannot protect me. It's an illusion. If we feel they can protect, they cannot, ultimately they cannot protect. Only Krishna can protect. So we, out of necessity, therefore, you will become attached to Krishna. Today we are attached to family members because we feel they will protect me. But when you understand only Krishna can protect me, then our attachment is to Krishna. Rest is as a duty. We do duties in this world, we are dutiful. We don't have attachment. Interesting? Very interesting. Okay, then we got the root point. The root is because we are insecure in this world, we need security. So we think my money, my wealth, money means wealth, my good health, and my relatives will protect me. I feel like that. Dhana yavana parijana. We feel they will protect. But the devotee is so advanced, he understands that only Krishna is the protection. So similarly, out of necessity of protection, he become attached to Krishna. Interesting. Now somebody may say that, okay, two people are doing activities, but there is wide gulf in their consciousness. So I will, I'm doing all these things, but actually I'm doing as an offering to Krishna. But not only in the consciousness, even externally the difference will be visible. I'm taking care of my husband, I'm taking care of my children, I'm taking care of office, but actually I'm doing it just for Krishna. How do we know? You may say like that. In fact, we all live in a stage of denial. When you don't improve, we agree, I'm not attached, but I'm very, very, very attached. So you should be visible in your activities. Are you able to peacefully sit and read, say Bhagavatam or Krishna book for a couple of hours every day? Drinking the pleasure of Krishna consciousness. If you do that, you become attached to Krishna. Are you able to do that? That shows whether you develop any attachment or not. Dharma sanushrita pumsa vikshakshena kathaso yaha natpati radiratim samevi kevalam. I may have done all my duties in the family very nicely, but not develop attachment to hear about Krishna. So Bhagavatam says only a waste of labor. Whole life was a waste if I did not develop attachment to Krishna. No, whatever I do Krishna Arpana, offering to Krishna. Want to know, are you eager to read about Krishna every day? Do you spend a couple of hours enjoying, relishing Krishna Katha, at least 1 hour, at least half an hour, at least 15 minutes every day. Do you sit down and hear about Krishna? Because if there is an attachment, then there is eagerness to hear. We don't have to, we can see for ourselves. When there is no eagerness to hear, there is no attachment. And if there is eagerness to hear, attachment will come even if it was not there. It's an auspicious discipline. भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्ता नाम तया अपहृत चेतसाम व्यवसायत्मिक बुद्धि समाधोनति दीयते. Prasakta means proper transfer of that attachment. When somebody is too attached to bhoga and aishwarya, taya aphrita chetasam, and disturbed by seeing others having it, we cannot fix our mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. Suppose you come to know some beautiful actress is there, somebody is married her. What do you have to do? You're not interested. But if there is an attraction, I could have married. Because there is an attraction. But if there is no attraction, then it doesn't make news for us. It becomes news for us when we are attracted. Vyavasayatmika buddhi samadhi. If there is an attraction for material enjoyment, if we are still attracted to the material world, we cannot be at the same time attracted to Krishna. Not possible. To the degree we give up attachment to the material world, we can give attachment to Krishna. Arjuna recognizes this. When Krishna is speaking the Bhagavad Gita, in the second chapter, Arjuna says, Krishna says rather in the third shloka of the second chapter, he says, Arjuna, watch out, hridaya daurbalyam. I see weakness in your heart. Or what? Attachment to the family members. He is ready to give up his duties because of his attachment to the family members. So similarly, we are also here. We can serve Krishna, but you see, everything is like a salt. Family members are naturally objects of affection. But then, salt should neither be too much nor too less. So here we see it has become over because here is duty service to Krishna and Arjuna ready to abandon his duties because of attachment to family members. So then you can know it has crossed the boundary. Everybody will say, no, whatever I'm doing for Krishna. When I get up, Krishna, how do I serve you? But then whole day we'll serve our family members. At night, oh Krishna, thank you, I serve you. Where did you serve me? But we may feel like that. Therefore, I showed that if you have developed taste for hearing about Krishna, then you know it is not over affection. Just like any addiction. Why do you call an addiction an addiction? At one level, you call an addiction addiction. Correct? Somebody may say, I'm just watching news. You can watch news for 23 hours, 99 minutes. Yeah, I'm just watching, I just want to know. So when we know it, there is an addiction now to news. When it disturbs your japa, when it starts disturbing your service to Krishna. Just like Bharat Maharaj. Now when a small deer landed in front of him, Bharat Maharaj was taking care. Nothing is wrong about that, it's fine. Correct? Any living entity comes in a very difficult position in front of us, we help. But then it became an addiction. That attachment became over-attachment. Why? How do you know? When he's sitting and chanting, he's not thinking about Krishna, he's thinking at the deer. So he may say, actually I'm doing it for Krishna, but doesn't look like he has balance, lost his orientation. He's doing his homas, but he's looking at the deer. He's not looking at the homa. He lost his meditation. He's closing his eyes and meditating on Krishna, but his focus was not the Lord's holy name or the Lord's pastime. His focus was the deer touching his soft horns on his body. He was involved there. Now it has become an attachment. Therefore we say affection and attachment are two different things. We should have affection, not attachment. Attachment is actually a sign of weakness. Like Dhritarashtra was very attached to Duryodhana. It was sign of his weakness. He wanted the empire. Okay, my son, can he get the empire? It is a sign of his weakness. That's why we say today, they all talk about nepotism. The who doesn't do it? There's so many big companies. They don't do. Total, we see nepotism. Their own son, which may be good for nothing, they'll make him the next successor of the company. They will not be professionally. How many companies are there in India, rare, which are professionally governed? Most of them, their own son, they'll put in charge. Sure. Even though he may not be qualified, even though in his company there are many more people who are more qualified to lead the company, they'll not take. So what does it show? It shows attachment only. What's the difference between them and Dhritarashtra? Dhritarashtra wanted Duryodhana to rule. Why? Same thing. Correct? In India, you see, most of the big companies are all nepotism only. Their own child. He is just 20-year-old. You have people with you 30, 40 years of good experience. Why they should not run the company? No, my child will run. Why? That's attachment. Even though he is not as competent as so many other people to run the company, why he should run? So it happens. It happens. Dhritarashtra, even if he was never the king actually, he was never made the king, but he was a caretaker, because that was the traditional practice that time. If the king, the next king, are small children, so caretaker will be there. Some mantris, some sages will just manage till the time the prince gets ready. Qualified prince gets ready. So he was, Dhritarashtra was only a caretaker till the real qualified Yudhishthira will going to come to rule. But he never saw the qualification of the Pandavas compared to his own children. He never saw, because of attachment. And then what happened? When the situation came, he chose his son to rule the world, even though they were sinful. And the Pandavas were Devaputras. By nature, by birth, they are auspicious. And they are so dear devotees of the Lord on top of it. They should have been chosen. But he never looked at that. We had that same way, Ramayana also. Too much attachment, my Bharat should become the king, unnecessarily. Lord Rama is there, full of auspicious qualities. Why you are showing your silly attachment and destroying the whole thing? So attachment is a sign of weakness. A weak person is attached. A strong-minded person doesn't show attachment, he shows affection. That's the difference. We discussed this point in our level 1 course in the first class. Like Vidura was affectionate to Dhritarashtra, not attached to Dhritarashtra. Because in his heart, attachment develops actually by our own weakness. Because in his heart, there was no weakness. It was very peaceful. But as a well-wish, as a gentleman is only well-wish, he was only seeing good. Oh, Dhritarashtra, my brother has been so kind. Even though I am not inherited to the throne, I am a Sutaputra. I am born from a maid servant. But still, Dhritarashtra kept me so comfortably. He gave me so much wealth. So out of his gratitude, he used to show the affection, not attachment. Speak well. So, my dear brother, I avoid encouraging Duryodhana. He is not a good person. It will destroy the kingdom. With great affection will speak. And Dhritarashtra used to hear him very peacefully. In fact, that famous Vaidurikan came when Dhritarashtra one day inquired to Vidura, I'm not getting sleep. So you say, you don't get sleep when you attack somebody who is more powerful than you. Directly he's telling. Oh, really? Then he has one more question. He gives 6 answers of that, 9 answers of that, 3 answers of that, very systematically. That is called Vaidurikam or Viduraniti. Just like we have Chanakyaniti, very famous. There is Viduraniti, very, very famous. So he was telling and he was hearing. And at that one day, what happened? The son of Dhritarashtra insulted Vidura, and Vidura, used son of a kept maidservant, because he overheard Vidura again telling Dhritarashtra, your son will destroy the whole kingdom. Just get rid of him, throw him out of the kingdom. Don't encourage your stupid son. He heard that because Duryodhana is attached to the throne. Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktana. He became very upset. He could not see the wisdom in those words that at present moment I am not qualified to rule actually. That way I am not qualified. He cannot even hear such words. He is so attached to power and throne. So when we are also similarly attached to power and throne, we never see whether I am qualified for a certain post being offered to me. I just see only in that post the perks, the salary, the privileges, and I say, yes. Like today, suppose it is asked to anybody, you want to be the Prime Minister? Yes. Why? I am attached to the money there, I am attached to the power there, I am attached to the respect there. Do I ever think, am I qualified or not to become the Prime Minister? No. So attachment makes us blind. Yudhishthira Maharaj, when the Mahabharata was over, was offered to throw him the word, he said he refused because he felt he is not qualified. He says, I am rather fit to go to hell for such a long time because he has no attachment. And he showed, finally, by the order of Krishna, by the order of Dhritarashtra, by the order of Bhishma, he took up the throne on the order without attachment as a matter of duty. And then, when the situation came, that he came to know Krishna has left the planet, he just walked out of the palace. No attachment even to Draupadi, even to his own brothers who had helped him whole lives. So what does he show in a character of a great man, a great attachment to Krishna and affection to this world, not attachment. Correct? Everybody recognizes all the pain we have, it is because of attachment. And then we should not justify. Sometimes I see people justify, know what to do. The Prabhupada talked about Varnashrama. So, attachments are there. And that's okay. But Prabhupada then have another guru, leave Prabhupada as a guru. Because all purports of Prabhupada do not agree to anything, weaknesses. Prabhupada's purport, then leave them. Then read some other books. Stop reading Prabhupada books then. At least Prabhupada books are directly talking about living a life without attachment. Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yoga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to teach us Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yoga. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally gave up even his mother and wife for service to Krishna. His wife was only 16-year-old at that time. And mother was a pure, nobody else at home to take care. What does it show? Vairagya Vidya, by his own personal example, by his own teaching. Nija Bhakti Yoga. Sikshartham eka Purusha Purana, Shri Krishna Chaitanyam Shariradhari, Kripa Buddhi Vastavaham Prapati. So, at a matter of duty, as a matter of affection, we take care. But attachment, you have to give to Krishna. And then you will be very, very peaceful. Otherwise, you will never have peace of mind. A lot of insecurity will be there. What is going to happen? What is going to happen? Okay, does it make sense? So let us develop more now. Okay. So we see in the example of Parikshit Maharaj also, Parikshit Maharaj had a big kingdom. And suddenly he got cursed to die within 7 days. He had no attachment to wealth, he had no attachment to honor, to his family members, to his kingdom. He just gave it up in a second. Because now he knows only Krishna can protect him. He knows these people cannot protect him. So when you are in danger, you run to whom? Who can give you protection. Correct? Where did he go? My dear son Janamajaya, please protect me. What has happened? Calamity has happened. He has no attraction for wealth, position, power. So he is very peaceful. Please see, attachment is from our own weakness. At the end of the day, we say we want to satisfy this person, you want to satisfy family. Actually, we want to satisfy our own self, our own weakness. Because we want to satisfy ourselves, we become attached. And when we develop attachment to Krishna, then we see very high character. I don't know how many people can even appreciate. There was this, India TV had done that, interviews. The devotee had joined ISKCON. They brought them, and one president with him. Other side, their father and mother. And the conversation will start. Why do you leave your father and mother became a brahmachari? Nobody in audience will appreciate that. Mother will start crying. "Aisa kar diya, chhod diya humko." And whole audience is with the mother. Nobody is appreciating. So in this world, if you want to walk in the path of vairagya, please be ready. The world will consider you mad. Nobody will appreciate. Now what do you want? You have to think about it. You have to think about it. Okay? So affection and attachment are two different things. So it's not that we should all leave home and did I say that? I didn't say. Now that's an application. Have affection. Continue to develop. Actually, very simple principle we have that we increase our attachment to Krishna as we advance, if we advance. And then that happens is that the attachment to family becomes insignificant compared to that. We don't reduce anything. We only increase Krishna's attachment. So that signifies I'm sitting and chanting Hare Krishna. When I'm doing that, I'm not too much bothered at the moment about family affairs. Oh, my grandson is not doing that. My son is not doing that. No. When I'm chanting, I'll be chanting extremely attentively without talking, without gossiping, without any distraction. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But if I am becoming like Bharat Maharaj, attached to the deer, even japa time, my mind will be on something else. I will not even have an exclusive time with Krishna. Just like when you are attached to a child, you have exclusive time with them, you're enjoying playing with them. So similarly, I will be having, as a symptom of somebody who is advancing his spiritual life, really having some time that I'm alone with Krishna. Because I'm now developing attachment to Krishna. When I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I'll be extremely attentive because I'm now developing attachment to Krishna. So these symptoms will start developing in me. Like Parikshit Maharaj, when he came to know, yes, okay, he was not disturbed. He didn't say, my dear son, Janmajaya. Nothing, he was peaceful. My dear son, come here, take up the throne. Hare Krishna. You have been trained well. What else to be said, I've already told you. Take care. Thank you. Hare Krishna. And he left. He just left. He didn't take how much time? He had a 7 days time. He didn't take 5 days to just console his family member. Nothing. There's no attachment. They have been trained well. Now I'll take care. And he went for his practice of spiritual life. So we can see here, we see in the example of Bali Maharaj again, our famous example, no attachment. No attachment. He lost everything. In a moment's time, he lost his empire, which is built whole life. In a moment time, he can attack Vaman Deva. He's not doing because of etiquette. Parikshit Maharaj could have, if he was attached, like Dhritarashtra because of attachment, even tried to murder the Pandavas. See how much attachment makes us mad. He forgot all principles. He forgot all principles. Imagine he was party to burning them, to poisoning them, to murdering them. Even in the war time, he wanted them to be eliminated. Just because of attachment, he became mad. No qualities remained in him. We see that Parikshit Maharaj was not attached. Arjuna was not attached. He said, Krishna, better they can rule. I can live by begging. So you see that? Because he had no attachment, he showed great character. So attachment will not allow you. See, we are attached to our own senses. Family members, we say an excuse. There was somebody who was telling me, I want to become brahmachari, but my mother wants to get married. Don't tell all these silly things to me. To whom are you tricking? Correct? Or stupidity. You want to get married, mother is only an excuse. So we are attached. We are attached, and that is a sign of weakness. And then we use philosophy to justify, like some people start saying, Prabhupada wanted varnashram. So attachments are there. Now that this kind of philosophy has come, because overall, various reasons, People, no, see, people want to speak, but people like to hear. Correct? You can have more followers if you say attachment is good. Prabhupada said, I made so many enemies because except pure devotion service, I rejected everything. I made so many enemies. The people would not like to even hear. Like in America, so many youngsters joined Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, their parents have cursed me, like Daksha. Daksha, now look at Daksha. Narad Muni went to encourage the sons of Daksha, 10,000 and 1,000, Haryashvas and Shalashvas. He encouraged them to take the path of renunciation and just dedicate their life to serve Krishna. What has happened? What happened to Daksha? Did he congratulate? Oh, my real job was to train my sons to become attached to Krishna. My dear Narada, you did that. Please bless me. I'm doing my family life, but I feel Daksha should have said like that, correct? Doing all this, but actually I have too much attachment. I don't know how you are, always in ecstasy of bliss of Krishna consciousness. So because of attachment, he could not even see the character of Narada. He could not even see the supreme glory of Narada. There was once Mayapur, when my colleague was telling. So there was big festival, like Navadi Mandal Parikrama. So they were all family people sitting there. So there he asked, the sannyasi asked the question, you are all family people, you all are children at home? Yes. How many of you want your child to become like Prahlad or Narad Muni? Everybody's head was down. They're not interested. So we may be initiated, so-called, we may be chanting 16 round. I remember my own situation, I remember. So I was in Bangalore. So there was one family which was coming to temple with a son. The son was just finished chartered accountant, got a gold medal in that. Just, it's difficult to pass that exam. He got a gold medal. Very good rank. I don't remember whatever it is, but very good rank, extremely interesting. So the father, mother were also coming to the temple, they're doing service. So by Krishna's grace, our service of book distribution was producing brahmacharis. They were joining. So this boy also requested me, can I also become brahmachari full time, do service in the I said, yes. So why did you ask your parents? Prabhuji, there should be no difficulty. They both are doing service in the temple. I said, okay, so they should be fine with it then. So you will not do your career. No. I will do service in the temple. No, the good jobs are available. No. So, okay, you ask. You had to ask. Both of them got 105 fever. Could not even hear that. And then he came and said, no, Prabhuji, I'll not like to give them pay. And he continued. He did a job and he got married. So nobody will appreciate in this world. I myself remember when I decided to become brahmachari, I don't think anybody in my friend or relatives appreciated that. Even in my office job, they all said this is madness. So this world is the path of attachment. You introduce here the concept of detachment, people will not appreciate. Rather, they will talk like Daksha. The way Daksha told to Narada, just look at the word. Daksha said, I am the one doing dharma, not you. You are an adharmi. He says that to Narada. The most exalted spiritualist, he curses him. Can you imagine cursing Narada? I'll tell you, you cannot stay in a place for more than 3 days. You are just spoiling the head of my innocent children, spoiling the head. So this is what the reality is actually. Okay? So attachment makes us mad. Attachment is a sign of weakness. Now look at Bali Maharaj. Look at exalted examples now. Now he is a king. He has done victory. But everybody may feel he is doing it for, for his own sense gratification, for all that. But by grace of Prahlad Maharaj, he is the grandson. He had a seed of pure devotion within his heart. And it fructified. When he saw Vamadeva, he recognized even before his guru that my Lord has come. He wanted to offer everything. He wanted to even pay all at his lotus feet. But seeing the circumstance, he was silent. He was offering prayers within his heart. And Lord was accepting. And then, finally, when the Lord said, give me 3 pieces of land, he said, take what you want. He says like that. And then his guru Shukracharya says, hey, don't do that. His tube light, it burned after some time. Hey, this Vishnu, he has come as a son of Indra, Indra as the brother of Indra. He will take away everything, he will cheat you. Come as a son of Kashyapa and, Aditi with a plan to cheat you, take away everything. How would you live after everything has gone away? And how will I live? That was silent. Prabhupada says that, how will I live? He's attached. Why Shukracharya behaving is such a, because attached to the comfort. He's attached to his weakness. He's feeling insecure. But Bali Maharaj was not feeling insecure. He was rather in bliss and ecstasy. Even his wife came, and he told Shukracharya very diplomatically, very carefully, how can I lie? I am a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. How can I lie? He doesn't say, Lord has come, and then he says, what the virtue, If the Lord has come to kill me, that's it, let him kill me. If he has come to finish me, let him finish me. Won't that be glorious? Won't that be glorious? If a Brahmana has come, and anyway the wealth is separated from us at the point of death, what if at this moment I offer everything to them? Won't that be glorious? Isn't it? Anyway, we're going to die one day. Won't that be glorious if I serve him now? He's thinking in that way. And very peaceful, because he has no attachment. Parikshit Maharaj, cursed to die within 7 days. He's not attached. He's not, even you see the Ambarish Maharaj, all great examples, no attachment. There is an attempt to kill him by Durvasa Muni. Is very, very peaceful. We are not. We do get disturbed when such difficult situation come in because of our attachment. If we have faith that Krishna is in control, then we will be peaceful. At least in the heart we will be peaceful. Now externally looking, and Pandavas are punishing the Kauravas and killing them in the war, externally looks, that's what your Mahabharata, silly serial people catch, that they are taking revenge. But no, that is not it. They are totally peaceful within the heart. We are not doing for wealth, we are just doing it Krishna has ordered us. Because if they are doing for wealth, then Yudhishthira Maharaj will not refuse to take the throne. Correct? If they fought for power and wealth, Yudhishthira Maharaj will not. Genuinely say, I am not fit for the throne. Or when Krishna disappeared on planet, Pandavas will not walk away, leave the world and go to Vaikuntha, because they were actually having no attachment. Just doing it because Krishna has ordered them to do it. Now, to develop this is advancement. Because as we practice Krishna consciousness, from the core of the heart, material desires will vanish. And then we know that nobody can take away our attachment to Krishna. Nobody can take it. Prahlad Maharaj, another glorious example, every day father is coming to kill him. But he has no attachment to his life. He has no attachment to big kingdom. Rather reverse, Hiranyakashipu, who was so attached to Hiranya means golden, sense enjoyment. Hiranya means gold, Kashipu means soft bed. Who was attached to all these things, what does he feel? He says, oh most unfortunate Prahlad. He's telling him unfortunate because he's not going to enjoy the wealth. Oh most unfortunate Prahlad. Oh most unfortunate. For him, the success of life is woman and money, and you had that, my dear child, and you're not going to get it. You're going to rather die now. You could have enjoyed. So you're so unfortunate. So an attached person, therefore Prabhupada has an article which he wrote in the beginning when he landed in America. Who is crazy? That is there in, I think, Science of Circulation. Who is crazy? Now who is going to? And for an attached person, a detached person is crazy. For a attached person is crazy. Now who's crazy? Who's going to make that decision? Krishna is going to make that decision. Who is going to make that decision? Okay? So as we chant Hare Krishna, the heart will be purified. Because of purification of the heart, all the insecurity from within the heart will go away. Because you become attached to Krishna. All the desire for sense enjoyment within the heart will go away. So all the unwanted attachment will disappear. Yedhana yavana putra parijana etike ache parapitere. We will understand they cannot save me. Only Krishna can save me. So affection remains, well-wish remains. Prabhupada says family members are natural objects of affection, natural. But attachment remains to Krishna. I just like the residents of Vrindavana, we heard the famous case of Nityananda Prabhu and Harai Oja, his father. The sage came to his house in the night and he asked Nityananda Prabhu, Harai Oja, he said that next day morning when he was going, he said, he said, can I serve you something, some dakshina I can give? He said, can I have your son? So what? Can I have your son? I'm traveling, I need some help. I think he can assist me. He was stuck. And the culture that time, find idiots, is so strong. Today, imagine you'll get a slap if you ask such a thing. You'll go to somebody's house. I remember a long time ago, I went to somebody's house. They were chanting 16 rounds. And there was a small child. When I came to Mangalore, put him on my shoulders, I'm taking him. Started. That's how it is. At least they were devotees. Other person would have given a slap. Correct? But somebody's house, I want this and I need it. Imagine the culture at that time. He did not say no. And Nityananda Prabhu also got ready. And I'll go, Papa, I'm going. And then when he went, all the neighbors came and he asked him, why you could have given our son? Because Nityananda Prabhu was the life of the whole town. Why did he give it away? Yeah, my son could have been given, not him. Even when Krishna used to come back from the pastimes of Vrindavana, used to come back, then what used to happen? The residents of Vrindavan were not looking at their child, they're looking at Krishna. Their attachment to Krishna was developed. Their family members' attachment was lesser. So as we advance in spiritual life, therefore Arjuna, and Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita in the 2nd chapter, that's the first lesson of Krishna actually. What it says, Arjuna, Hridaya Daurvalyam, your weakness of the heart. Therefore, you see, most of the people today, they think, if I do all my duties very nicely, then what is the use? Narada Muni says that shloka, that I've taktva sudharamam charanam bhujam hare. Somebody gives up so-called duties of this world, taktva, and he falls at the lotus feet of Krishna, tries to become attached to Krishna. Bhajan apakko to pate tato yadi. Because the devotion was not ripe, he falls down. Apakka means he was not very mature and he fell down. Yatraka abhadram, what is inauspicious about it? He tried to surrender to Krishna. What is inauspicious? Komarto apto abhajatam sadharmataha. And what is auspicious about somebody who just did his duties but did not develop attachment to Krishna? Imagine such a strong statement. Taktva sudharamam charanam bhujam hare bhajan apakko pate tato yadi yatraka abhadram abhud amushikim kovarto apto bhajatam sadharmataha. He did all his so-called duties very nicely, but did not develop attachment to Krishna. So we are moving. We are not that at this stage we can say, anybody can say, no, we cannot. Either as a brahmachari or a grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasi. Nobody can say, okay, I have come to perfection. No, but at least we appreciate. See what happened, I remember when I met devotees, they said, they encourage, they said to chant one round. So the spiritual life, when you're dealing with devotees, there is only encouragement, award and reward. Therefore, it's a very fine difference. Correct? Dealing with employees, like we have in temple, we deal with employees, we deal in one way. And devotees mean encouragement, award, reward. That's the only way we deal. So then, when they said, can you chant one round? I said, yes. They didn't, hey, you're not chanting 16, you're not chanting. Then it not work, I'll go. Anna? Devotees mean award, reward, and encouragement. That's all. Can you chant one round? I said, yes, I'll do that. Something I wanted to tell. I'm forgetting now. Attachment. Okay, now that doesn't come now in the picture. Alright, so can continue with this. So therefore, as we advance in spiritual life, the symptom of attachment to Krishna will manifest. And what is the first symptom? You may say, somebody is telling me, morning I get up, I say, Krishna, now I want to serve you. I take care all my whole day, my duties very nicely. And then at night, Krishna, thank you, I serve you. Where is service to Krishna? Service to Krishna is not in the mind. It has to be practical. So, how do you practical? The first sign of attachment to Krishna, everybody will say, I'm advancing in spiritual life. Do you sit down and have some time with Krishna every day? Via medium of the Guru Prabhupada, do you sit down? Have you developed the desire to hear about Krishna? You are eager, more and more you are eager to hear about Krishna. Just like a mother wants to hear about the child whole day because she is attached to the child. So the first symptom when I'm advancing in spiritual life is when I chant the holy name of the Lord or I read about the Lord, do I feel attracted? That means I'm now developing spiritual life. Okay. Overall, generally in society, you see that Putradara Grihadishu, in the 13th chapter, in the 20 factors, 20 or somewhat like that number, for spiritual advancement, one of the symptoms is too much attachment to family members will block my spiritual advancement. I'll not be able to advance. So am I concerned? Just like a salt. You have to do take care, but not over concerned. Don't think it is spiritual life. Over concerned about family life. There has to be some balance. Take care. Advancement in spiritual life means attachment to Krishna. Okay? So that symptom, first symptom, what is that? Eagerness to hear about Krishna. I read about Krishna, I peacefully chant. Okay? Eagerness to serve Krishna. I want to do some service to Krishna. That develop the desire. The Prabhupada jokes about it. He said many times people come to Vrindavan. All their property, everything they distribute to family members. And for Krishna, Krishna, I brought beads for you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna says, where is the money? So, in a sense, Krishna doesn't want your money. Krishna is unlimited. But in the sense that not shown the attachment to Krishna, shown attachment to family members. Okay? I hope it made some sense. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. No questions?
Hare Krishna, Babaji.
Yeah. So we are like Daksha or Narada? No questions? Everybody is introspective now.
Babaji, how to get detached from our family kids, especially?
No, we increase our attachment. You see that when exactly remember the instance of what he was doing. When Bharat Maharaj was doing yajna, his eyes were on the deer, not on the yajna. That should not happen. When you're chanting Hare Krishna mantra, don't think about family members. You say, attentively hear. Correct? See, presently, let us be honest and truthful. Okay, what I was telling. So in my college, when I was instructed to chant one round, I was happy. They told me you should chant 16 rounds. I said yes, but I was not resentful to chant in 16 rounds. Okay? So when you hear an instruction that you should live a life of detachment, don't be resentful to that. Not that I try to defend my weaknesses. Don't do that. My weaknesses only I could chant one round. But I do not defend them. Yes, one day I will chant 16 rounds. So one day I will develop very attached to Krishna. One day. Correct? So that principle we should have. Not that we try to justify our weaknesses, which is foolishness. Then it's okay. Then what will sadhu do? He'll become silent. No use.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Then he'll understand there is no use of talking, he'll become silent. Okay? So don't justify weakness. Yes, I want to come. So what do we do at this stage? Our attachment to Krishna is just minimal because we just started spiritual life. Okay? And attachment to family members is high. But when you hear, I should be like Narada, not like Daksha, you say correct. The point is correct. But you are still here, but you appreciate. You appreciate the devotee who are totally attached to Krishna, like Srila Prabhupada, left everything to fulfill order of his guru. Where he was attached? Actually attached to his guru. But did he just abandon his family at the time, 26 years when he got the order? He didn't do that. He didn't do that. He knows he has a responsibility, but his attachment was to Krishna. He used to get dreams of his guru. Take sannyas! He used to get dreams. He used to wake up. But he knows his responsibility doesn't allow him. But he was working all his wealth, he was printing books, setting up a movement, trying to open a center in Jhansi, running around. Okay, still taking care of the family. So he didn't give up his responsibility, but that is affection. Responsibility is affection, not attachment. He didn't give it up. But how do I do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? His heart was burning with a desire. You understand? That we can know when he sees prayers to his spiritual master on his appearance and disappearance. Intense prayer. My dear spiritual master, now when you have gone, everything is gone now. How is it we can fulfill your order? You have given me such a difficult order. How do I fulfill? His attachment and love was everything to Krishna. But he didn't give up his responsibility. So we should not use this example to become irresponsible. Sometimes Tamoguna and Sattva both look same. Just like there is a movie, I say in Mangalore, in cinema hall, a movie has come. So Sattvic person doesn't go because it is waste of time. Or a tamasic person doesn't go, not because waste of time, because too lazy to go. So similarly, two people give up responsibility. One is very advanced spiritualist, one is the tamasic person. Kali Yuga, mostly people are tamasic and they will use excuse of spiritual life to give up responsibility. So then you have to differentiate which case it is. Correct? But Prabhupada, therefore, taking an example, did not give up a responsibility. He was taking care of his responsibility. But what he was doing, he was writing a commentary on Bhagavad Gita. He was doing everything. So if you look at him externally saying, you can feel, oh, he's so attached to the family members. In fact, people went to his office. Some of the people, oh, very attached to his business. They could not know actually. His heart was burning with something. Always thinking, his heart. Prabhupada gives so many good examples of that. His heart was always thinking, how do I fulfill the order of my Guru? And he did it. He did it. Sure.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we are not resentful. We admit. See, spiritual life, just like Arjuna, after hearing Krishna's instruction, what does he say? He says, Karpana dosho upata svava prichami tvama dharma samudha chetaha yashya nishitam bruhi tanme shishyastem sadhi. Krishna, I do agree. Karpana dosha. I'm actually a miserly, weak person. He admits. He admits. Kripada means proper translates. In the translation you read, he says in the purport, Kripana, because he's attached. So he admits. Prichami, my Lord, please guide me. Yashaya, please tell me what is best for me. I am your disciple. Please instruct me. How do I rise above the attachments which I have? How do I convert my attachment to responsibility? Another good word is responsibility, affection. How do I convert my attachment to responsibility and affection? Duty. In Sattva-guna, we do things as a matter of responsibility, as a matter of duty, as a matter of affection. And Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki jai. In Rajoguna, we do our activities as a principle of attachment. In Tamoguna, we don't do anything. We just sleep. Okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
On question of attachment, if your chela just now comes and tells you your mother has called, come quickly, leave your class. Will you leave your class?
Which one?
Suppose a chela comes to you just now and says there's a call from your mother. Quickly come home and leave your class. So will you leave class and go to mother? Because that will be attachment. So what would you do in such a situation?
Me, if I get a call.
Yes.
No, my mother knows. I will not lift. She knows I will not lift.
No, because sometimes we are stuck in such positions. That's why I asked you.
No, that's
Suppose there's an emergency. Imagine there's an
emergency. See, emergency, every rule has an exception, but exception should not become the rule, correct? It doesn't. So there is always an emergency, it's a separate issue, correct? There is an emergency, has no loss, it's a different situation. But then it should not become standard. Correct?
Okay, it's not emergency. She just tells you, come home, I have some work.
No. She knows I'll not lift the call only.
She's great, lady. Great. She had heart to give you up to ISKCON means she has to be great lady.
Chalo. Thank you. Okay, it's a big balance. See, at the same time, to admit I am attached. It's not that I am some sannyasi or some renounced person. No. But I want to, when I hear the instruction of Bhagavatam, I want to become like the great personality. You know, great. See, what do you learn? You know, look at this personality of even, we didn't discuss this personality. You know, this king, I was just mentioned his name, Ambarish Maharaj. And he's now being cursed to death. A big demon has been, killed to kill him. And he shows no attachment to the power and throne. He's peacefully taking shelter of Krishna. Now, because he did not have attachment, no vices came. Otherwise, he would have attacked the sage. He would have told his army, kill this, this Durvasa. What did he think of himself? I didn't do anything wrong. I just drank a glass of water. He doesn't have sense of. He didn't retort. He didn't shout. Just imagine, this is like millions of life to reach this character for us, millions of life. And he's standing composed, is meditating on the lotus feet of Krishna. Correct? Can you imagine? This big demon is approaching to kill him. He's just meditating on the lotus feet of Krishna. Then I cannot take any action against the sage, because the great Durvasa Muni is a great sage. And my Lord Krishna, whatever you wish, let it happen. And then Krishna Sudarshana came. He's just unconcerned about it. The demon is killed. His eyes are still praying, and the Durvasa Muni vanishes. And he keeps waiting for 1 year. He doesn't eat anything. I don't know how those people are such tapasvis that time. And he comes back, Durvasa Muni, and falls at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. Please pardon me. He has no anger against him. Very, very advanced character. True? Just think about, just like somebody said, the kind of coolness of mind that Arjuna exhibited on the battlefield is impossible for us, even as spectators, to have. So imagine such cool, strong mind. He's asking so many questions. War is about to begin. He's so peacefully asking, can you tell me something? What a mind it is. Externally saying, okay, but imagine we are there, legs really shaking in fear. We're thinking about asking such questions, a beautiful question. So what we see, just think about that. Sometimes we don't understand the strength of their character, the advanced consciousness they are having. We can't even touch near that. How beautiful, isn't it? How beautiful. True? Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji, so much Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Danva Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay, some of you are still there. Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj is going to Ahmedabad. Yesterday night we got the news. So devotee that called me. So those who are in Ahmedabad can go get his darshan. Okay, Hare Krishna. Inquire from the local temple. They will tell you the darshan time.